You know it's the N-E-N-E show, act like you know it. So welcome to the Nene show, alright, act like you know it. We're at the Nene show tonight, act like you know it.
Hey everybody, and welcome to the Nene show. I'm Nene, and I'm here with my special guest, Shelby Elamack.
Hey guys.
Isn't she so cute?
Thank you.
Who is Shelby Elamack?
Singer, songwriter, free spirit. When I first started singing in high school, it was Shelby Camille, but I just felt like that wasn't really me. Like, it was the name that was given to me, but I didn't really get to choose it. I decided to switch the name around, spell it backwards, and I became Shelby Elamack, and it's kind of like my alter ego, and it makes me feel confident, really good about myself.
What inspired you to become a singer?
My grandparents actually met at the Apollo years ago, and my grandfather was a jazz drummer, and my grandmother, she sang and played the keyboard. So it was just like in my house, just in the family. So I just decided to join every band I could in school, every after-school activity that involved music, to show everybody, like, this is what I want to do. I want to be an artist.
What do you feel the best part about being an artist is?
The best part of being an artist, I would have to say the creative control that you have, because there's a difference, like I always say, like being an artist and like just being a singer. Because like if you can sing, like you have that talent, like that was like your God-given talent, like people like to call it. But to really be an artist and like be in the studio and be able to create and know your vision, like that's just amazing to me.
What are some projects that you have been working on?
Well, I'm working on my EP now. I'm not sure when it's gonna release because I want it to be perfect. Like, I'm really big on perfection with my work, and it's gonna be called Moonchild's Playground. It's like an insight for everybody, like thoughts into my mind at night, things that I think about when I'm just up in my room or like when I'm by myself. It's just one of those vibes. Like, I don't really want too much turn up or anything. I want people to really know me as a person and get the feel and receive me as an artist. I want music that's gonna be timeless and not just, oh, I have a hit on the radio, let's turn up. Like, I really want people to know me. I want to be a household name, like stuff like that.
And how important is it to you to feel, you know, like your fans and the people that listen to your music can relate to you?
That's the biggest thing for me, because I know growing up, like when I was younger, you see a lot of artists and it's like, I like their song, but you feel like they're just a wall. It's like they're a robot. This is like what the label made them. And that's one thing that scares me about being with the label. I don't want anybody to change me or censor me. I call like my fans like Moonchild, like they're moon children. Mm-hmm. And I'm like Mother Moonchild, they named me.
So explain that. What is that?
It's basically like kids who got bullied, have home problems, or like just feel alone and like they can't really place why they feel alone. I want them to know that they're not alone, that I'm here. You can write me on Tumblr, you can hit me up in my Ask box on Instagram. If I see it, I'll get back to you. And like, you can share your problems with me and I will give you the best advice that I can, because I've been there. I've been at the darkest point in my life where I felt like I had nobody. So I don't want my fans to feel like that. I want them to hear my music and feel like they can talk to me. I don't want to just be like up here to them like I'm untouchable. I want them to feel like we're the same age. I'm really young, so I'm not even 21 yet. I want them to know like I'm here, you can talk to me, I'm going through the same things that you're going through.
And I know that we've talked about, you know, some things that you went through in high school, and like how was high school for you?
My high school experience, starting off, it was cool, it was new. Then it just started to build up to people changing, and then the bullying started my first 2 years. And it was just, for a while, I just hit it, like, I just kept going on, like, this is just how people are, I guess. And then after it started getting really bad, I just had to transfer schools. And then after my first school I left, it was a really great high school experience. It was like, I would call it ideal. It was great. That's where I got introduced to music. I knew what I wanted to do with the rest of my life. People were nicer, everybody was supportive. I think it was just that first high school that I went to. I just wasn't happy.
So would you say that the bullying made you who you are now?
Definitely. I think if I didn't get bullied, I wouldn't go as hard as I do now with my music.
What advice would you have for anyone that was in a similar position that you were back in high school?
Definitely to talk to someone. That's one mistake that I made. I didn't talk to anybody about what was going on with me, and I kind of expected people to just know, and I didn't know how supportive my parents would be of what was going on, so I just never talked about it. I was just like, I can handle it. But I feel like even if you think your parents won't be supportive, like just to talk to them and just put it out in the air so that people know what you're going through, because you never know how people are gonna react. A lot of us like to think that we're alone when we're really not. And that's what I would like back to saying, like with my fans, I want them to know you're not alone. Like I went through this, I'm still going through this. Like you still, with the social media, I have girls that will come on my post and be like, I love your hair, I love your makeup. And you have other ones like, oh, you're ugly, you're fat, I don't even like your voice, you should just kill yourself. And it's just like, why do you have these people on social media trying to bring you down when you have and you can get 10,000 great comments in a day.
People still say that?
Yeah.
What's wrong with people?
You can get 10,000 amazing comments in one day, and then that one bad person that comes the next day, you only remember that. You don't remember anything good that people said. And it's a horrible quality that we have, but it just sticks with you. Just negative energy likes to follow you, and it clings, and misery loves company. That's why I just try to keep the vibes away from me.
If you had one wish, what would it be?
I just wish to be famous for being me and not for something that like someone else sees me or like someone changing me. I just want people to really know me and to be able to get paid and to live comfortably and to be able to support my family for doing what I love without selling out.
So why should people care about Shelby Elamack?
I just like genuine vibes and like genuine people. If you do care about what I'm doing, then I love you, and I'm amazed every day that I find like a new fan and like people that just gravitate towards me, and I'm like, I don't know why you like me, because some days I wake up and I don't really like myself. So to have people that really just rock with you that hard, that's amazing to me. I just think that I'm me all the time, and I'm like a real person. I have mistakes, I have my flaws, but at the end of the day, I put that all into my music, and I give 110% to everything that I do, anything that I put my mind to. I just think that's something that people should gravitate towards more than like the fake stuff that's happening where everybody is just like, oh, I'm Instagram famous, you should like me. I'm pretty, you should like me. Like it's not really, every pretty fades, all of social media changes up every generation. So I just think me as a person and people getting to know me, that's why people should rock with me.
All right, everybody, and you know what time it is. It's time for my special guest, Shelby Elamack, to perform what?
Well, I'm gonna start off by singing Smoke Drink Breakup, because that was the cover that like really set everything off on Instagram. And then I'll go into my new single, Time's Up.
Yay, time's up. Time is up. All right, so do your thing.
Thank you.
See, I gotta be out of my head to deal with ya. And I gotta be out of my head to be still with ya. See, I love you, but I don't like that. I leave, but then I come right back to you. Ever so often we get caught up in these emotions, lost in confusion, trying to figure where this is going. But now you're here and everything is flowing. Let's keep on going, let's keep it going. We both made our minds up, so love me till our time's up. We both made our minds up, so love me till our time's up. You're always acting like you're the perfect man for me, man for me, man for me. But baby, that's only when you're fucking me, upping me, touching me, loving me. You're always acting like you're the perfect man for me, man for me, man for me, man for me. But baby, that's only when you're fucking me, upping me, touching me, loving me. Yeah. And it's like, once the lights is low and the blunts is roll, we caught in this zone where everything makes sense and the time is slow. We could get it on,
then you gotta go. Yeah, we could get it on, then you gotta go.
You just saw Shelby Elamack perform Time's Up on The Nene Show. So where can everybody find you?
You guys can check out my music on soundcloud.com/Shelby Elamack and youtube.com/ShelbyCamille01.
All right, guys, and don't forget to follow me and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And stay tuned because there's a lot more coming.
On The Nene Show.